In 2004, a chilling thread appeared on Japan's two-channel message board. A girl named Hatsumi live posted her experience after boarding a train late at night, only to find herself at a station that didn't exist on any map. Kisaragi Station. No conductor, no signs of life, just a dark, silent platform in the middle of nowhere. Her GPS stopped working. Her phone glitched. The last message she ever sent was a single word: disappearing. To this day, Kisaragi Station has never been found, but the legend has only grown, spread across the internet, and spawning sightings, videos, and horrifying retellings. In this video, we'll explore 3 terrifying stories inspired by the mystery of Kisaragi Station and what might be waiting at the end of that midnight train ride. If you ever see a sign that says Devil Station, don't get off. I shouldn't have gotten off at Kisaragi Station. I don't know why I'm writing this. Maybe I just need to tell someone before I forget how to speak, or before something else finds me first. I was heading home from Shizuoka to Tokyo after visiting my parents. It was late, maybe past 11 p.m. I boarded a local train with only a few other passengers. Everyone looked half asleep, heads tilted towards the window, earbuds in. The kind of quiet you get after the world has already gone to bed. The train was normal, at first. We passed Hamamatsu, and the lights flickered. Not just a flicker, they dimmed like the whole car was breathing, and exhaled. I thought maybe it was a voltage dip or something, but when I checked the station sign at the next stop, I didn't recognize it. It read, Kisaragi Station. At first I thought maybe I dozed off and missed an announcement. I pulled up my phone and checked my Google Maps. Nothing. GPS couldn't lock on. Just a spinning blue dot floating in the gray. I looked up again. No one else seemed confused. Just me. The doors opened. No one moved. I got up, I don't know why, and stepped off the train. Something about the name was familiar. I thought maybe it was an old stop I had forgotten. The moment I stepped onto the platform, the doors shut behind me. I turned, and the train was gone. No engine noise, no sound, just empty tracks disappearing into the fog. The platform was crumbling, covered in moss. The lights above flickered, dim and yellow. No timetable, no vending machines. Just a single sign, hand-painted, that read, Devil Station. I tried to call someone. No signal, not even a flicker of service. I opened X to post a message. It loaded somehow. Does anyone know where Kisaragi Station is? I think I got off at the wrong stop. A few people replied, mostly jokes. One person sent me a screenshot of a thread from 2channel about a girl who claimed to arrive at the same station years ago. She live posted from it until she stopped posting. I didn't find that funny. I walked to the edge of the platform. No stairs, no exit, just forest, dense black trees pressed up against the edge of the concrete. It was too close. I turned around. Someone was on the platform. I hadn't heard them arrive. They were standing by the sign, pale skin, black hair, a school uniform that looked like it was a throwback to another decade. Whoever it was, their head was down. I stepped back. Excuse me. They looked up. No eyes. Just smooth skin where a face should be. I ran. I don't remember how I got off the platform. I just remember running through the trees, branches tearing my arms, breathing so hard my lungs felt like they were going to burst. I swear I could hear footsteps behind me, soft, bare feet slapping the dirt. I stopped at a clearing. It was completely silent, not even a wind sound. That's when I saw the Torii Gate. Old, cracked, with paper charms tied to the beams. A small shrine sat behind it, but their offering box was full of teeth. I turned to leave and saw the girl again, closer this time. But this time, she wasn't alone. There were more, dozens of them, standing between the trees, no faces, just watching. I pulled out my phone again, somehow still at 1% battery. I opened X. One last tweet. If anyone sees this, don't get off at Kisaragi Station, please. I don't think I can leave. The screen went black, and I think I've been here ever since. I don't know how long. It feels like forever. The sun never comes up. Sometimes I hear a train in the distance, but it never gets closer. The forest doesn't move. The sky doesn't change. I don't know if I'm dead, or if I'm just in the wrong place. But if you ever see a station that isn't on a map, with no one inside, no announcements, don't get off. Because some stations weren't made for people like us, and they don't let you leave. This happened last summer, and I haven't talked about it until now because no one believes me. Not the cops, not my friends, and definitely not my family. But I think someone needs to hear it. Maybe you've seen the old 2-channel posts. Maybe you already know the name. Kisaragi Station. I didn't believe in that stuff either. Just another Japanese internet myth, right? That all changed when my little sister disappeared. Her name was Aiko, 17, quiet, obsessed with ghost stories and urban legends. We used to joke that she was basically raised by Reddit and horror subculture. She would always tell me about the weird threads she found on Japanese sites, stories about cursed vending machines, tunnels to nowhere, and yes, that particular station. It was a Tuesday when she went missing. She texted me around 8:15 p.m. Train's delayed. I'll be home late. Probably 9-ish. Then, weird. The station sign is all scratched out. LOL. Then, nothing. I tried to call her. It went straight to voicemail. My parents tried too. Nothing. By 11, we filed a missing persons report. Police checked all the stops between Hamamatsu and our station. She wasn't seen on any cameras. They said maybe she got off early. Maybe she ran away. But I knew something was wrong. Until the next morning, when I checked on X. She posted 3 tweets just after 8:30 p.m. The sign says Kisaragi Station, but I thought that was just a myth. The second one said, I think I got off at the wrong stop. And the third and final one said, someone's on the tracks. It doesn't look like he has any feet. And that was it. I searched everything I could find. Old posts, message boards, creepy archives. The same name kept coming up, always in the same story. A person boards a train, ends up in a non-existent station, and vanishes. Kisaragi, Demon Station. One user said it was a place between here and something else. Not life, not death, just in between, like limbo. The police eventually stopped calling. It became one of those quiet, unsolved mysteries. But then, a week later, I got a notification. Her phone went active again, just for 2 minutes. Location: somewhere deep in the mountains, east of Fujieda, not near any rail lines. I drove out there with a friend. We didn't tell anyone. There were no road signs. There were no trails. Just old gravel paths and thick woods. The deeper we went, the quieter everything got. No birds, no bugs, just the crunch of gravel under our feet. Then we saw it. A train platform. No tracks, no wires, just a concrete slab with a rusted bench and a signpost. Scratched into the metal, Devil Station. There was a phone sitting on the bench. It was her phone. I picked it up. The screen was cracked, but it lit up. Only one photo in the gallery. A selfie. Her face, pale, eyes wide. And behind her, something that looked like a man. I haven't slept right since. I never told my parents we found her phone. It just didn't feel right. Like saying it out loud would make it worse. On occasion, I have walked past my local station late at night when the trains are shut down, but I can hear a train pulling in, even though there's no trains. The sound is distant, but there's a vibration in the ground, like I can feel it coming. If you ever see a stop you don't recognize, with no one around, stay on the train, because once you step off, you might not come back. I found the station that doesn't exist. I had never heard of Kisaragi Station until last summer. My girlfriend at the time, Kaori, was obsessed with weird internet stuff. Creepy threads, cursed TikToks, unsolved disappearances. That was her thing. She once made me hike 5 miles through Chichibu just to see an abandoned tunnel she read about on Reddit. So when she came across a thread about a girl who live posted from a station that didn't exist, she got hooked. It was a 2-channel thread from years ago. The girl said she boarded a train late at night, ended up at a place called Kisaragi Station, and then just vanished. Her GPS stopped working. The thread ended mid-sentence. Most people said it was made up. Some kind of role play. But Kaori didn't think so. She kept digging, mapping out the old train lines, checking message boards, even DMing strangers on X who claimed to know more. I played along. I liked her weirdness, and part of me wanted to believe it too. And that's how we ended up in Shizuoka one Friday night, standing at a half-defunct local station called Shinhama. We take the 11:13 local, she says, pointing at the faded schedule. The girl in the thread said she got on the late-night run with only a few cars. It was stupid, I know, but we were doing it. The train came, empty. We got on. I remember it clearly. 3 cars, dim lights, no one else riding. Kaori was buzzing. She kept refreshing her GPS. The train rattled forward. Stop after stop. Then silence. No announcements. No station signs. I checked my phone. No service. Not even 3G. The train didn't slow down. It just kept going. There was forest outside the window. Then tunnels. Then nothing. "Do you see that?" she whispered. I turned. Through the fog glass. There was a station platform. One sign. Painted in kanji. Devil Station. The train stopped. The doors opened. Kaori stood up. "Come on," she said. I hesitated. Every instinct I had said no, but I followed her anyways. The platform was cracked. Moss grew through the concrete. The sign looked hand-painted. No timetable, no vending machines, not even lights. Just the dim glow from the train behind us. Then the train doors closed. It pulled away. I ran after it, yelling. It didn't stop, like there was no conductor. Kaori wasn't scared. She pulled out her phone and started recording a TikTok. "Hey, weirdos," she whispered into the camera. "We found Kisaragi Station. It's real." Then, suddenly, she stopped talking and just froze. I looked at her screen. It was glitching, frame skipping. In the playback, something was behind us. A figure on the platform. Pale. Long black hair. But when we turned around to see where it was, there was nothing. Kaori started to shake. "It's like the thread," she whispered. "She said once you get off, there's no way back." We tried to walk. We found a path leading into the woods and took that. There are no signs on where to go. Just trees everywhere. We walked maybe 10 minutes, and then we saw a shrine. It was small, cracked, surrounded by wooden dolls with no faces, hundreds of them, all facing the path. Kaori started to cry. "I think I made a mistake," she whispered. Then her phone lit up. Notifications flooded in. Comments, likes, shares. But the video she posted, it had changed. It now showed both of us standing still, not speaking. Behind us was a figure, getting closer, almost touching her shoulder. And something was wrong with our eyes. They looked gone. Her hand shook as she dropped the phone. That's when we heard the bells. It sounded like it was coming from a temple. Faint at first, then louder. The dolls had shifted. They were all now facing us. We ran back towards the platform, through the trees, but the path twisted, changed. We came out at the shrine again. Kaori screamed. "I'm so sorry," she yelled to no one. "We didn't mean to come here." And then she was gone. Like that. I turned for half a second, and when I looked back, there was just her phone on the ground, still filming. The doll seemed to be closer. I grabbed the phone and ran. I didn't stop until I hit asphalt. Somehow, I stumbled onto a tunnel that came out near a highway rest stop. A man found me sitting on the curb, barefoot, bloody, holding a dead phone. I told the police everything, but they didn't find the station. They didn't find Kaori. They said I was probably hallucinating. Shock, trauma, dehydration. But here's the part I can't explain. Her TikTok uploaded. It's online. Go look. Kaori.yami. Last video posted at 11:47 p.m. the same night we left. And in the final frame, before the video glitches out, you can see her standing alone at the edge of the platform. The train is pulling away, and the figure is still behind her, coming closer, trying to grab her. Sometimes I hear a train in the distance. Sometimes I hear a train and she posted 3 tweets just after and vanishes. Fujieda. I found the station that doesn't She once made me hike 5 miles. Chichibu. She once made me hike 5. I haven't felt right since I found this weird station in the middle of the Since I found this weird station in the middle of the mountains. I never told my parents I found her phone. It didn't feel like the right thing to do. Like saying it out loud would make it worse.